Evening, everybody. Graz back with the Graz World of Sports Gaming. We're on ASG Golf. In my opinion, the best golf simulation going on the computer. And I am going to run the 1901 tournaments. We're going to try this all in one video and see how long it takes. Because now that the fields are all double digits, it might start taking a little longer. So we'll see how long this video goes. We're going to start with the British Open, the Open, at Muirfield, June 5th and 6th, 1901. The winner was James Braid, who I do have. And he won with a 3-shot lead over Harry Vardon. Now, in my universe, we'll bring up James Braid here so we can stare at him. In my universe, Harry Vardon has won 3 straight British Opens. 1898, 1899, and 1900. So we will see if he can continue that. The golfers we have are James Braid, real-life winner, Willie Fernie, Sandy Hurd, Harold Hilton, Andrew Kirkcaldy, Willie Park Jr., Ted Ray, George Sargent, J.H. Taylor, defending three straight champion Harry Vardon, and Jack White. I created George Sargent because he's a big part of the early like Canadian Opens and such. Okay, here we go. Round 1 at Muirfield. Let me just make sure we've got the right thing here. 1890. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Round 1. Sorry it's been so long. I haven't felt that special. Kind of fighting some summer maladies, but here I am. All right. Remember, Harry Vardon's looking for his 4th straight Open championship. Drinking my water, staying hydrated. Wouldn't want to do something untoward under the scary eye of James Braid over here, huh? Seated in his wicker chair. All right. After round 1, Jack White shoots a 19 over 90 with no birdies. Ugh. In 10th place, Willie Fernie with a 16 over 87. Also no birdies. Look at this run of 5s. Tied for 8th at 15 over 86s, we have J.H. Taylor. Okay, and Willie Park Jr. Boy, the shine's really gone off the Parks and the Morrises since the older men, since the dads have gone away. In 7th place with a 13 over 84, we have Harold Hilton. Has 3 birdies on the front 9 and then completely falls apart. Excuse me, sorry. Tied for 5th at 12 over 83s, we have Ted Ray. Also no birdies, but quite a few pars. And Harry Vardon with 1 birdie. In 4th place at 11 over 82, we have Andrew Kirkcaldy with no blue. In 3rd place with a 10 over 81, we have Sandy Hurd with 0 birds. And tied for 1st at 8 over 79s, we have George Sargent, who doesn't have a birdie, but it plays very clean, and real-life winner, James Braid, with 1 birdie. So Harry Vardon is 4 shots off the lead in his quest to win 4 in a row. Round 2. 279s was impressive on day 1. Especially for the scores of the day. Oh, look at Ted Ray. Comes out of nowhere with a... well, we'll get to him. In 11th place, at 30 over total, and 11 over 82, Jack White, who does have 2 birdies on the back 9 and only 4 over, so not bad. In 10th place, with a 13 over 84, and he's 28 over total, J.H. Taylor, who gets his first birdie of the tournament. Tied for 7th, 3-way tie at 24 over par. We have Willie Fernie with an 8 over 79. Still no birdies, but with a 14 over 85, we have Sandy Hurd, who gets his first bird. but the first 15 holes were rough. And tied with them with an 11 over 82 is Harold Hilton with a birdie. Okay, in 6th place with an 8 over 79 and a 23 over par, and he's only 4 shots off the lead, we have Willie Park Jr. with 2 birdies. He heard me. He's like, I can still do what I need to do, sir. In 5th place with a 22 over total and 11 over 82, Andrew Kirkcaldy. Tied for 3rd at 21 over par, 2 shots off the lead, we have Harry Vardon with a 9 over 80. And James Braid, James Braid, real life winner, 13 over 84. He kind of 5 shots worse than the opening day. And tied for 1st at 19 over par, George Sargent with an 11 over 82. He has 3 birdies, but somehow has a worse round than the first round where he had no birdies. And Ted Ray with a 7 over 78, which is incredible. 2 birdies, lots of pars. He's looking, if he keeps that up, he's gold. Okay, round 3. Are we out there rooting for Harry Vardon to win 4 in a row, or do you want somebody new? Do you want real-life winner James Braid? Willie Park Jr. to reclaim his dusty crown before it becomes rusty? Or something else crazy? Let me know in the comments. Looks like round 3 was very tough on Le Golfers. All right, in 11th place with a 21 over 92, 49 over total, 18 shots off the lead, we have J.H. Taylor. He finishes his round with a quad bogey. In 10th place at 17 over with a 17 over 88, we have Jack White, fighting his way through the dead leaves in the dirty ground. In 9th place at 22 over par for the round with a 93 and 46 over total, Harold Hilton. Oof, Muirfield's eating these golfers alive this round. This is the big surprise. George Sargent was in first place at one point, and now with a 24 over 95, he's erased that completely. Now he is 12 shots off the lead. In 7th place with an 18 over 89 and 11 shots behind, we have Sandy Hurd, who shoots another bird. That joke will never get old to me. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry. In 6th place with a 17 over 88 and 10 shots behind, we have Willie Fernie, who gets his first birdie of the tournament. Good for him. In 5th place with a 17 over 88 and 8 shots behind, we have Andrew Kirkcaldy. Not so great on the back 9 there, 10 over. Tied for 3rd at 35 over par, 4 shots behind the leader, we have Harry Vardon, still in it, even though he's not looking all that great. And Willie Park Jr. with a 12 over 83. He has 4 birdies for the tournament. In 2nd place, 1 shot off the lead with a 13 over 84, we have Ted Ray. And in 1st place with a 10 over 81, we have Mr. Real Life winner, James Braid, who somehow still only has the 1 birdie, but he is just playing very well. Okay, round 4, championship round. Who will emerge victorious at Muirfield? Will it play rough? I think it will. It looks like it's playing pretty tough out there. People are double digits over par on the front 9. I mean, heaps. Harry Vardon technically still kind of in it. Anything can happen on this course. Oh my. Okay. Oh, so close. All right. Willie Fernie finishes in 11th with a 27 over 98 in 1 round. Almost. He had 2 pars and the rest of them are yellow. He almost broke 100. We won't say anything more about that. Jack White with a 19 over 90, 66 over total, 23 shots behind the winner. He had 1 birdie, and he was over par on the final 12 holes. I mean, each of the final 12 holes. In ninth place with a 16 over 87, we have J.H. Taylor. All right, tied for seventh at 59 over total. 16 shots off the lead. We have Sandy Hurd with a 17 over 88. Gets his third bird. Hey, Hurd got his third bird. Like, triple rhyme. Harold Hilton had a 13 over 84. Okay. In sixth place with an 18 over 89 and 14 shots behind the winner, Andrew Kirkcaldy. One birdie for the whole tournament. Not so good. 10 straight bogeys, or bogey or worse. In fifth place with a 20 over 91, Willie Park Jr. He did have a birdie, but 20 over is going to kill you. In fourth place with a 54 over total, 11 shots behind the winner, 11 over 82 for the round, George Sargent, who ends up with 5 birdies. Not bad. No eagles, but still. Tied for second, 46 over, 3 shots behind the winner. We have Ted Ray with a 14 over 85. And Harry Varden, who fell 3 shots short. He did get a birdie. And the winner, 12 over 83 for the round, 43 over for the tournament. Real life winner, James Braid. 3 birdies for the whole show. James Braid is your 1901 Open champion. Okay, let's move on to the U.S. Open. All right, now the U.S. Open was played at the Myopia Hunt Club. Let's see, do we have that yet? Because things have changed. Did I create it? Myopia. No. Okay, so we're gonna be at Pinehurst because it's the closest to Myopia that I had, apparently. I tried to do it in what do you call it? Geographical. This was held at Myopia, June 14th to the 17th, 1901. There was 54 golfers. The winner got $200. The winner was Willie Anderson, who you will see in a moment. And he won in a playoff. It looks like an 18-hole playoff over Alex Smith. So we are going to look at Willie Anderson while we play this. There he is. And the golfers we have are Willie Anderson. He's actually junior. Laurie Actorloni, Alex Campbell, Alexander Findlay, Stuart Gardner, Jack Hobins, Isaac Mackey, Bernard and Gilbert Nichols, Alec and Donald Ross, and then Alex and Willie Smith. All right, let's see. My defending U.S. Open champion is J.H. Taylor. So he is not in this tournament. Okay, here we go. Playing this at Pinehurst. The scores will be better than the British Open, but probably not by much because the U.S. Open rough and Pinehurst combined don't add up to like 20 under par. All right, after the first round, Willie Anderson Jr., the real life winner. Let me make sure, is this Willie Anderson Jr.? I think so. I'm just looking. It says junior in the thing. Whatever. He finishes the first round at 8 over 79. He has 12 shots behind the leader already. Wow. If it wasn't for that first hole, look at that. A 9 on the first hole. Okay. In 12th place, we have Isaac Mackey with a 7 over 78. 2 birdies, no eagles. Tied for 10th at 4 over 75s, we have Jack Hobins with 2 birdies, no eagles. Excuse me. And Donald Ross with 3 birdies, no eagles. In 9th place at a 3 over 74, we have Laurie Actorloni, 2 birdies, no eagles. In 7th place, tied at 2 over 73s, we have Alec Ross, 2 birdies, no eagles. And Stuart Gardner, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birdies, no eagles. Man. All right. In 6th place alone, at 1 over par 72, we have Alex Campbell with 3 birdies, no eagles. In 5th place at even par, we have Willie Smith, 4 birdies, no eagles. In second place at 1 under par, three people are tied at 1 under par 70. 3 shots behind the leader. We have Alex Smith. Wow, what a great round. 2 birdies, 1 bogey. Alexander Finlay, 3 birdies and a double bogey. And Bernard Nichols, 2 birdies and a bogey. And in the lead with a 4 under par 67, we have Gilbert Nichols with 5 birdies, including 3 in a row. Actually, I'm sorry, 4 birdies and an eagle on a par 4. He drove it 347 and then wedged it 60 for the eagle. So we have an eagle. All right, round 2. Wow, good job, Gilbert Nichols, for a 2 on a par 4. Very impressive. Okay. The question is, can real-life winner Willie Anderson fight his way back here and be in contention? It doesn't look like it, but you never know. Strange things have happened. All right, there we go. After round 2, Isaac Mackey is in 13th place with a 1 over 72. He is 12 shots behind the leader. He had 4 birdies and no eagles. Tied for 11th at 6 over, we have Laurie Acterloni with a 3 over 74, 1 birdie. And Jack Hobins with a 2 over 73 with 4 birdies, no eagles. In 10th place at 5 over total and a 3 over 74 for the round, we have Alec Ross with 1 birdie. Okay, in 9th place at 4 over par, 8 shots behind the leader with a 4 under 67, the low round of the day, real-life winner Willie Anderson Jr., who has 5 birdies. No, I'm sorry. Again, I did it again. 4 birdies and an eagle on 16. 312 drive, 212 to the green, and then a 15-foot putt for his eagle. Impressive. Okay, in 8th place at 2 over par with a 1 over 72, Alex Campbell, 1 birdie. Tied for 6th at 1 over par, we have Bernard Nichols with a 2 over 73 with 1 birdie. And Donald Ross, huge course creator, Donald Ross, at 3 under par with a 68. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdies. Wow. And a double bogey to negate 2 of them. In 3rd place, tied at even par, we have Alexander Finlay with a 1 over 72. He had 2 birdies. Willie Smith with an even par 71. 3 birdies. And Alex Smith with a 1 over 72 with 1 birdie. No, that's an eagle. I keep doing that. I see the blue and I automatically assume birdie. So an eagle. I'm getting some eagles here. In 2nd place, at 1 under par, 3 shots behind the leader with a 3 under 68, we have Stuart Gardner, who has 5 birdies. Okay, and then still in the lead with an even par 71 and 4 under total, Gilbert Nichols, who has 3 birdies and 3 bogeys. All right, round 3. Wind changes a lot in these courses, especially at the U.S. Open. Can Gilbert Nichols hang on? Wind change again to moderate. Oof, Willie Anderson kind of took a dump on that round. He's now tied for 12th with Jack Hobins at 10 over par. They're still 12 shots behind the leader now. Willie Anderson had a 6 over 77. Let's see, that's 3 birdies. Jack Hobins with a 4 over 75, 1 birdie. Tied for 9th at 7 over par, we have Alec Ross with a 2 over 73 with only 1 birdie. Laurie Acterloni with a 1 over 72, 4 birdies. Okay. And Isaac Mackey with a 1 under 70. Wow, 5 birdies, 4 bogeys. In 8th place alone at 5 over par with a 6 over 77 is Stuart Gardner with 2 birdies. Tied for 6th at 4 over par, both of them with 4 over 75s. We have Willie Smith with 1 birdie and Alexander Finlay with 2 birdies. He's birdied the same 2 holes every round. In 5th place at 3 over par with a 2 over 73 for the round, Donald Ross with 3 birdies and an eagle. Didn't mess that one up. In 4th place at even par for the round and 2 over total, Alex Campbell with 3 birdies on the back 9 and 2 under on the back 9, which is good. Did I get that right? Yeah. Okay. In 3rd place with a 1 over total and an even par for the round is Bernard Nichols, who had 4 birdies. And in 2nd place, tying the round of the day with a 1 under 70, is Alex Smith with 4 birdies. And still in 1st place, but just barely at 2 under, after having a 2 over 73, is Gilbert Nichols, who actually had 2 birdies and was looking good, and then didn't do so, had a double bogey. All right, round 4 to determine the U.S. Open champion. I guess while that's playing, let's go see real quick. James Braid. Has James Braid won anything yet? No, but Gilbert Nichols has won a U.S. Open for me. So, but he's not going to win this one. While we were gone, it ended, and the round produced a lot of under pars. All right, so tied for 12th at 8 over par with matching 2 under 69s. We have Jack Hobbins. No eagles. Okay. Willie Anderson Jr. Wow. If he'd have played like that all tournament, who knows? In 11th place, at even par 71, we have Isaac Mackey, who has 6 birdies for the round, but negates most of them, or all of them. In 10th place, with a 1 under 70, Alec Ross. In 9th place, with an even par 71, we have Stuart Gardner. He birdied the 16th hole every round. In 8th place at 3 over par, with a 1 over 72 for the round, we have Alex Campbell. Okay, no eagles. Everybody else was under par for the round. Tied for 6th at 2 over pars, we have Alexander Finlay with a 2 under 69 for the round. He birdied the 4th and the 16th all four rounds. Very impressive. No eagles though. And Laurie Acterloni with a 5 under 67. No bogeys. No bogeys. 3 birdies and an eagle. That is a fantastic round. In 5th place with a 1 over total and a 2 under 69 for the round, Donald Ross. No eagles, but very good. Tied for 3rd at 2 under total, we have Bernard Nichols with a 3 under 68. Who eagles 16th hole. And Willie Smith with the round of the day, ties for the round of the day with a 6 under 65 is Willie Smith. Like I said that. Get all that blue. No eagles, but a lot of birdies. In 2nd place, falling apart with a 1 under 70, 3 under total, Gilbert Nichols, who I guess you can't really say that's falling apart, can you? 17 pars and a birdie. You can't really say that's falling apart. He just got outplayed on the last day. By Alex Smith, who is your new U.S. Open winner with a 6 under 65 and 7 under total. Also, no bogeys on the final round. That's an even better round than the other guy earlier. Wow. So Alex Smith wins the U.S. Open, and that is also his first. So James Braid and Alex Smith have both won their first. Now, the Western Open, I don't have Midlothian, so they're playing at the Wentworth Club. I figured out where they play, who played. But Laurie Acterloni was the real life winner, and he's in here. We have Willie Anderson Jr., Laurie Acterloni, Alex Campbell, Alexander Finlay, Stuart Gardner, Jack Hobbins, Isaac Mackey, Bernard and Gilbert Nichols, Alec and Donald Ross, and Alex and Willie Smith. And the previous Western Open was played in 1899 and was won by Jack Hobbins, who is right there. All right, let's roll. Wentworth. This should go relatively fast. I'm not. I'm not. I guess we'll look at each scorecard just in case they get like an eagle or something. In 12th place, tied at 2 over par and 8 behind the leader, we have Lori Acterloni, real life winner, who has 4 birdies and no eagles, and Alex Smith, who, as you can tell, had 2 birdies early and then went over par. In 11th place at 1 over par, 72, Alexander Finlay. Okay, the double bogey on 13 hurt him. Tied for 8th at 2 under par, 69s, we have Alex Campbell with 5 birdies. Alec Ross with 3 birdies and 1 bogey. And then Willie Anderson Jr. with 4 birdies, including 3 straight threes. Okay, and tied for 5th at 3 under 68s, we have Willie Smith, who, 2 bogeys and 5 birdies. Defending Western Open champion Jack Hobins, who had 1 blemish on his card. And then Gilbert Nichols. Okay. In 3rd place at 4 under par 67s, 2 shots off the lead, we have Isaac Mackey, who had 1 birdie. And Bernard Nichols, who had 3 birdies and an eagle on 18. All right. And in 2nd place at 566, we have Stuart Gardner, who does not have a bogey. Very impressive round with 5 birdies. And with the round of the day at 665, we have Donald Ross, who does have a bogey. Okay, round 2. All right. Round 2 played a little rougher. 13th place with an 8 over 79, we have Willie Smith. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and fast track this for now. I think next time I'll just do single videos for each tournament. I think I say that every time, but I think I'm actually going to do it in 1902 until we get to where there's a lot of them. So I'll just talk about the high and low rounds of the day. I just talked about the high round of the day, which was an 8 over 79 by Willie Smith. The low round of the day is a 5 under 66 by Alexander Finlay. Wow. Who has 8 birdies, 8 birdies and 3 bogeys. And Donald Ross has a 3-shot lead. Okay, round 3. Wow, okay. Lori Acterloni, real life winner, ties for the high round of the round. With Alec Ross, they both have 4 over 75s. Acterloni's looks like this with 2 birdies and a lot of yellow. And Alec Ross's has 3 birdies and 1 double. All right, and low round of the day is by the current leader, who has a 2-shot lead on Donald Ross. It was a 7 under 64 by Alexander Finlay. Birdie, 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 and 1 bogey. Very impressive. He's looking great. Okay, round 4, championship for the Western, which, as you all know, is a major until the 30s. All right, so Alexander Finlay wins by 7 shots. That is a massive win. The high round of the day is Bernard Nichols with a 6 over 77. Yeeps. And the low round of the day is Alexander Finlay again with a 6 under 65. No bogeys, 6 birdies. He just took over during round 2. So Finlay is your Western Open champion. Let's go take a peek at him. Is he going to be on any of these? I don't know. Probably on this one. Wow, I guess not. Well, you'll see him in the thumbnail. He'll be the thumbnail. Congratulations to our 3 major winners of 1901. I will see you next time with something else. I've been Graz. This is Graz World of Sports Gaming and ASG Golf.